Regulatory affairs legislations for the marketing authorization as well as standards and quality of the drugs are becoming more and more demanding and complex. Unlike in earlier days, drugs are being developed for the specific market regulations for the company. Without fulfilling requirements of law, it is practically impossible to have the drug product in the market. The regulatory affairs is a profession which acts as interface between the pharmaceutical industry and drug regulatory authorities. These regulatory affairs are across the world. It is mainly involved in the registration of drug products in respective countries, which is prior to the marketing. The current pharmaceutical industry is well organized, systematic, and compliant to the international regulatory standards. For international regulatory standards, manufacturing of the chemical biological drugs for the humans and veterinary consumption as well as medical devices, these products are organized by the regulatory authorities. The regulatory authorities or regulatory affairs department, it is an important part of the organizational structure of pharmaceutical companies. Internally, it contains the drug development, manufacturing, and marketing of the product. The regulatory affairs is actively involved in the every stage of development of new medicine, and also it is involved in the post marketing, clinical research. The wide range of regulatory affairs are performed in AMR, manufacturing and analytical testing, and preliminary safety and efficacy testing, clinical trials. These are followed up by the regulatory affairs. The major functions of the regulatory affairs to provide the technical inputs for the product development, and it helps to prepare the regulatory submission. It interferes between the internal department of the organization, and also it is responsible for the reviewing and submission of the annual drug reviews, and it mainly involved in the adverse drug experiences. It also responsible for the collecting, evaluating of the scientific data. By these regulatory affairs, the various issues of the drug registration can be noticed, and it helps to apply the certifications and rearrangement of the clinical trial forms. These are major functions of the regulatory affairs. The main need of regulatory affairs in pharmaceutical organization is these regulations are put in order to develop the most efficient and safe pharmaceutical products. It takes more than 8 to 15 hours to develop a drug. For developing a drug, it takes 8 to 15 years to become a drug into new product. And these regulatory affairs provides guidance into the development and collected in guidance to previous experience and market precedents, etc. It helps to reduce the number of development failures. Currently in Indian pharmaceutical industry, it is depend upon the market, exporting market, and across the world this market is expanding every day. Each country is having respective guidelines and their regulations. To cope up with their regulations, and the delivery times of the pharmaceutical industry needs the regulatory authorities, which in huge number. The regulatory affairs is comparatively new profession which has to be developed from the government to protect the public health. By controlling the safety and efficacy of products in areas which include pharmaceuticals, veterinary medicines, medical devices, pesticides, agrochemicals, cosmetics, and complementary medicines, and other biological substances, nutritional products, biotechnology, cosmetics, these are all included in the regulatory authorities. These regulatory affairs play an essential role in the ensuring all products with regulations governed by the industry. Regulatory affairs professionals are employed in industry and government regulatory authorities. The wide range of regulatory professionals include in the given mentioned areas. They are veterinary medicines, product pharmaceuticals, and agrochemicals, cosmetics, complementary medicines, medicinal devices, pesticides, biologics, biotechnologies. These are the some mentioned by the regulatory affairs. And the where it comes to the historical review of the regulatory affairs, during 1950 many tragedies happened due to the misjudgment of the personnel during manufacture and some intentional additions of the adulteration of substances. In 1950, so many tragedies are happened by the misjudgment of the product and adulteration of the substances into the pharmaceutical products, which has led to death of the patients also. After so many incidents, the regulatory authority introduced new laws and guidelines which improve the quality, safety, efficacy of the products. This has also resulted into strict norms for the marketing authorization and good manufacturing processes. Some well-known tragedies are given in below. They are sulfonamide elixir tragedy and thalidomide tragedy and Dalton shield tragedy. These three are the major tragedies which have resulted in substantial increase of the legislations for drug products quality, safety and efficacy. In 1937, the Messengil company, which is formed by the Messengil and a pharmaceutical manufacturer, created a preparation of sulfonamide which is used by the diethyl glycol. This diethylene glycol is used as a solvent in that preparation. It is named as elixir sulfonamide. By this diethylene glycol, it is a poisonous to the humans and other mammals also. But Harold Watkins, the company's chief pharmacist and their chemist, was not aware of this because in those days there is no animal testings and human trials, like clinical trials are not in that time. So by this product so many people are suffered, and by this marketing of the elixir sulfonamide so many people are affected by the elixir sulfonamide. Because of there is no regulations which required to permit the safety testing of the new drugs, the company started selling and distribution of the medication. After that, it reports the several deaths caused by the elixir sulfonamide. So in that time, from that, the Food and Drug Administration was noticed, and then the clinical research were conducted to recover the medicine. This is the first sulfonamide elixir tragedy which is occurred in 1937. Another tragedy is the thalidomide tragedy. This is the actually the thalidomide is used for the anxiety, trouble sleeping, tensions, and morning sickness. But in that days, it is given to the pregnancy women. The total number of people who are affected by the using thalidomide during pregnancy, it is estimated out of 40% people were died by the thalidomide tragedy. Those who survived, they had limb, eye, urinary tract problems. These birth defects of thalidomide are led to development of the greater drug regulation and monitoring in the many countries. Another tragedy is Dalkon Shield. Dalkon Shield was a contraceptive intrauterine device which is developed by the Dalkon and another scientist Shield. They both are provide the Dalkon Shield tragedy. It is a alternative which is compared to the birth control pills. In early 1970, the company began the Dalkon Shield, which is the device that not subjected to the extensive testing by the United States Food and Drug Administrations. They noticed that this is not good for the contraceptive intrauterine device because it contains some harmful hazardous side effects. After the in 1973, the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention conducted a survey of physicians with the practices in gynecology. In that time, some women who had been hospitalized with the complications which related to the intrauterine devices in the previous 6 months. They determined that Dalkon Shield was the reason behind the septic pregnancies. So it was banned in the 1976. In that time, 2 lakh women or around 2 lakh women are suffered by the Dalkon Shield tragedy. This can be banned in the 1975. This Dalkon Shield intrauterine device will be banned. Some regulatory authorities which are working in different countries of the world, they are USA. In USA, Food Drug Administration Agency is there. In India, Central Drug Standard Control Organization is there. And when it comes to the Australia, Therapeutic Goods Administration Regulatory Agency is located. Medicines Healthcare Product Regulatory Agency is situated in UK. European Medicines Agency is laid in Europe. Ministry of Health Labour Welfare is located in Japan. Health Canada is located in Canada. And Medicine Control Council Agency was located in South Africa. The main role of Regulatory Affairs Department in human's life, the must regulations for the medicines which are ensuring the quality, safety, efficacy of the drugs. A new molecule can cost several millions of dollars to progress the proper regulatory affair activities. Even a 3 months delay in bringing into the market, it has considerable for the financial considerations. The regulatory affairs professionals is the only one who is completely responsible for the holding product in compliance with the regulatory requirements. These regulatory affairs provide the strategic and technical advice to the pharmaceutical companies. It is used to develop the right form of the drug and marketing the right product. These regulatory affairs has responsibility to keep the companies informed to the current government legislations. It helps the industrial sector for the preparation of the organized and guideline regulations, etc. And these regulatory affairs departments are perform some roles in regulatory agencies and some practical workable plans, and it play a crucial role in the industry marketing and also drug development technology. In pharmaceutical companies it also play a major role, and in some departments they are given below. They are licensing, registration, development, manufacturing, quality guidance, pricing, marketing, pharmacovigilance, good manufacturing product, good laboratory product, good control product, in patents, copyrights, trademarks, many more. This regulatory affairs department assist these pharmaceutical companies, which are I have told it. And some responsibilities are given by the regulatory affairs. These regulatory affairs are strategic technical advice to the research and development production.